Yeah. What's good? Ah, what's going on, fam? Yeah. It's your man VACAY-J. What's good? How we do? What's good? Hey, hey, yo. Y'all ready, man? Y'all know what y'all here for. Y'all clicked on it, right? It's time. Yeah, we need to talk about it. We need to really talk about this. You know what I'm saying? We really need to talk about this. But I am honored to have all of you in the house. Salute to everybody. I see you. But I'm honored to have Miss China herself in the building with us today with the Asian persuasion look on her. Brand new hotness. Counting down to the big 5-0. That's right. We got Tika Deshawn in the building. What's good?
What's good, Jay? What's going on, everybody out there in...
You on mute.
I'm off mute. You press the button?
I can't hear you.
Okay, I don't know. Hold on.
Hold on.
We go. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Okay. They're trying to stop us. Here we go. Y'all can hear me now. Yeah. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, okay, cool.
They couldn't barely hear me. This whole thing had to start all over. It's all good. Let's start again. We're going to start all over. All right, fam, we got to start from the beginning. Start from the beginning. Let's start from the beginning. Let's start all over this side. Rewind selector. Here we go. It's a do-over, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. You can start all over. This is live. So we could do it all over from the beginning the right way. You know what I'm saying? So what's good? What's popping, everybody? Yeah. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? So once again, I see y'all. What's good? What's good? I see y'all. Let's talk to the people. Hold up. TTO in the building. First one in the building. What's good? What's good? What's good? I see your comments. Daria is in the building. What's good, Daria? What's good? What's good? We got Latoya in the building. What up? What up? Birthday girl. What's good? What's going on, Courtney? What up? What up? What up? What up? Yeah, I see you. I see the comments. Listen, y'all know what to do, right? Hit that like button. Fam. Let's get it in. Hit that like button. Definitely share this out. Anybody that's talking about Diddy right now, send this out, okay? Because we're going to talk about it. How you doing? Tika Deshawn is in the building. How you doing?
I'm good, Jay. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. We are here. Vertical style. Shout out to the vertical flow. If you're watching this on your phone, shout out to the vertical flow, because that's what we're going to be doing here and there, family. Not every time, but here and there. We're going to be doing it because, listen, they pushing out these verticals, so we need to do that. You know what I mean? So I am here with Tika Deshawn, and we're here to talk about all the craziness that went down yesterday and today with the Diddy situation. So if you clicked on this, I put a question mark on it. A lot of people are like, yeah, yo, Diddy's done. I'm like, is he done? Is he really done? So Tika, I want to get your first initial reaction when you saw all of this go down yesterday and today. What were your first thoughts about all of this?
All I could think of was like, Diddy, what the heck have you gotten yourself into? That was literally my initial thought. I knew we already heard all of the accusations, a lot of the, things he dealt with, abusive, blah, blah, blah. We heard all of that. But to have the big guns pull up at your home, and not just one home, but two homes, and your grown kids are at the house, like, I know you. Anyway, we're gonna get into it, but I was just like, Diddy, what have you done? That's it.
Man. I honestly, like, again, being in the music industry in the 90s and knowing where he started and knowing how he started, from Uptown Records to starting Bad Boy to Biggie to Craig Mack to before even Bad Boy, he was he put together Jodeci. You know what I'm saying? He was working with Mary J and Father MC. Where he's at? Where's he at? Right?
Mhm.
And it was crazy because to find out, and I see you, Latoya. Yeah, I was going to mention that too. To find out that yesterday was the anniversary. I think you said 27th anniversary of Biggie's album Life After Death. For that to be yesterday, I think there was somebody else that had an album that came out a while ago, but the anniversary was yesterday. And for this to happen yesterday, that was like the perfect timing, I guess. Like it was intentional for it to happen on that day. Do you think it was?
It's a possibility. It could have all just been conveniently happened that way.
Yeah.
I don't think the agents, the federal folks were sent back, oh, it's Diddy's. I mean, it's Biggie's, anniversary. Let's choose this day. I don't think those people really even know.
I don't know.
You know
You
what I
never
mean?
know. You never.
No. I
They do
mean,
the
if they did,
investigation.
if they did, but I mean, then again, it could be a celebration for some people because considering the fact that a lot of people say he had something to do with Biggie's situation. I mean, it
Right.
could be a celebration. It just depends on which way you wanna go with it.
Yeah. Listen, we've been following it. It's been crazy. Of course, we know that your boy 50 is going in.
Of course.
50 is going in. Shout out to 50. Yo, shout out to 50. That's Diddy's arch enemy. He's been going in for a while, but we really got to give it up to Cat Williams, man, because Cat Williams called it on that Shay Shay interview. He said, yo, this is the year that everybody's going to be exposed and all of this and that. And it's just like, wow, wow, wow. But not only did Cat Williams like call it, we got to give props to this lady right here because she called this like 4 months ago. She's a psychic and she said this was going to happen. She said that all this was going to happen to Diddy. And then she also said that Jay-Z is going to be in trouble soon. Well, that's the statement on top. But yeah, man, like this has kind of been predicted. They said the Roosters come to crow or whatever the case is.
The Roosters have come home to crow.
There you go.
Yep.
You know that saying, right?
Yep.
So family, what do y'all think? Chime in below, hit that like button, man. It's just been wild, like super wild. Cause like I said, I've seen this guy come up, but I've heard the rumors. I've heard a lot of rumors, and I didn't know if it was true or not. I didn't
Right.
know any of that. But when Cassie came out with that thing, it was like, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute. So, what are your thoughts?
There was a young lady that Diddy was dating after Cassie. She literally came out and said just about the same thing, but because it wasn't Cassie that said it, nobody really listened to her. She was on I think it was like Unwind with Tasha K. So the whole she's just a meth starter. But the girl, sometimes some of her stuff is reputable. You just gotta, so I'm not plugging her or anything like that. I'm just saying that's where the lady who was dating Diddy, the young
Yeah.
lady who was dating Diddy, she went on, she tried to tell her story. Nobody really listened to her. Nobody believed her about anything that was going on. And then, of course, maybe a year or two later, then Cassie came out and pretty much said the exact same thing. So it's kind of, to me, like you said, growing up in the Diddy era, listening to all of his creations, Total, 112, like, oh my goodness, the list goes on and on, especially Mary J. Blige, because
Oh man.
we neck and neck in age. So it's like, dang, to see somebody like Mary J. Blige on the screen made me feel like, oh, I can do a little something too, whether I wanted to or not. But so to see that all of this is happening and unfolding right now is absolutely crazy. But again, let me just say this: the way that they did it, they didn't do this to Harvey Weinstein, Epstein, and all those other men of
True.
non-color. They didn't go in and shake them up the way that they did.
Shout out to you.
It's just like okay, so we know that they're gonna be harsher on us, unfortunately, than anybody else, and that's just the nature of it.
It's crazy, right? Because I said that the other day. we did our final predictions yesterday for BMF, and I said that the other day. And mind you, family, before we really go dive deep, everything that we say for the most part is alleged. We don't, everything we say is alleged. If we making a statement, it's our personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? The thoughts and opinions that we speak do not necessarily represent the channel. All right.
That's right.
All right. So the way that they did it, and you're absolutely right. I mean, they ran up in there like he was a gangster. They ran up in there like they didn't know what to expect with everything. And I really kind of did feel sorry for the sons. I mean, honestly, they pulling out, Justin and King. And those are his two sons. Like, and meanwhile, it's like, okay, well, where's Diddy at? Why is he not there? If he's taking a flight out of the country, why didn't he take his sons with him? You know what I'm saying? Did he get a tip? So when I saw this, I was like, well, dang, you know what I'm saying? You kind of left your boys at the house, or maybe he didn't know. Or if he did know, I guess he was out of town. He couldn't get to them in time. So there's a whole lot of speculation. There's a whole lot going on. And I'm just like, man, oh man, oh man. How is this going to turn out? What's going to happen next for Diddy, for the family, for everybody? I'm sure the girls, his daughters, they've been staying with Kamora Lee, right? So I'm sure they're safe, but they detain King and Justin. What are your thoughts about that?
Listen, I definitely thought about the children. They're the boys, yeah, they're young adults, but I they're not in that life. You know what I mean? They don't strike me as I'm a wannabe gangster. So for them to be put in handcuffs and at least from what we see, but them being placed in handcuffs and all of that, I know it's going to be a little bit traumatic for them. And then I empathize with not just King, but with all the kids, of course, but with those girls, listen, they just lost their mom. And like, not just, but it seems just like yesterday that they lost Kim Porter. And now, what are they going to do? Even though I know they have families surrounding them, so on and so forth. But it's nothing like your mom. It's nothing like your dad. And even though it looks like he's kind of turning out to be a messed up human being, he still was, from what we were privy to see, a good dad. You know what I mean? He loved his kids, his girls for sure. And so for all of this to go down, and then we got to think about Quincy. Like what is Quincy? What is he feeling? Especially with the fact that he almost lost his biological dad, I'll be sure, a while back, a few months back. And now this situation with step pops or pops or whatever he called them, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and allegedly, they say that Diddy was involved with I'll Be Sure almost being taken out and having to go back to, the physical therapy and have to walk again and all of this. Like, it's crazy right now. It's crazy right now. Okay, I see you, Latoya. They're not with Kamora anymore. That he didn't let him see him anymore. That's crazy. And you know why? Because allegedly, like, Kamora Lee knows everything that Kim Porter had as far as like her tell-all book or whatever the case is. So it's ridiculous what's going on right now. Again, I'm gonna say it again. I don't wish jail or anything on anybody, but if you do the crime,
you gotta do the time.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering what's going to happen next, right? Because I don't think they detained him yet. I mean, we have been following this. This is the latest one. This is the latest news from the source. They're saying that Sean Combs accused mule arrested at the Miami airport on those charges for, the stuff. So gonna find, I mean, is this real? Like, I don't know. Like, this is real. I mean, the source put it out. I don't know if it's real or not. I mean, are you telling me that this is more than just, SA? This is more than just DV? Are you telling me that they're treating this as if Diddy is a supply seller? Wow.
They treating him as if he's a supplier, a trafficker of human beings. They're treating him as he is the worst of the worst. So, it's crazy because just think about it. Now, the way the world did R. Kelly. Are we gonna stop listening to everything that Diddy has produced? Like, do you know how much catalog that is? Like, and not just himself, but his artists. Like, you talking about
Right.
Faith Evans, Mary J. Blige, Lil Kim,
Yeah.
like everybody. We gonna stop listening to everything that this man has produced? Like,
Nah, I'm not. Because, like I said yesterday, I'm not a fan of him, but I'm a fan of him being connected to the music and the artists that came from those labels. So I'm not I'm not going to stop listening to
right,
Faith. Come on, man. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like Faith Evans' first album, 112 first album. Come on, I'm not allowed to stop. What, I got to stop listening to Biggie too? Nah, come on, that's
Mhm.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Now, do I listen to a Diddy album? No,
No,
I
no.
haven't been. So why
Got
should I
to.
listen to it now?
I'm big mad though, because I like Diddy Dirty Money. Like, I liked that group. So
Uh
it's
huh.
like, dang, Diddy. Are there? I gotta find the songs that don't have your voice on it now. Like,
I don't know. What y'all
it's
think? Y'all gonna stop listening to the music? What do y'all think? Chime in below. Y'all gonna stop listening to the music? Like, I mean, some of y'all may have not stopped listening to R. Kelly. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's all about what you want to do. It's up to you.
yeah,
But you know, when things like this come out, and you know, just in my personal opinion and my feelings and just my ethics and my morals, I don't support anyone that's hurting, you know, the children. I don't
right.
support anyone that is intentionally trying to destroy people's careers and taking everything from. I don't support anybody like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about that. I wouldn't want that to be done to me. But let me bring on our other guest who just came through. She's been working real hard. I already know, and I can tell just by looking on the backstage. She has paperwork everywhere. She's been working on all the cases and everything, and I know that's what she's been doing. So let me bring her on. Second time on the platform. Appreciate her coming through. And absolutely, we had a long conversation. So I already know we're going to have some extra stuff on the table. And I think this is going to be the first time you meet her, Tika. So I want to bring to the stage Amina Seen It to the stage. What's good? What's good?
That's good.
Hello, hi, how are you?
How you
Hey,
doing? Good?
I'm great.
Okay. So I don't know if you've been listening and hearing what we've been talking about. You know, we just kind of talk about the general stuff and how we feel about it. But you know, what's your overall thoughts about what happened yesterday, what's happening today? You know, how you feel about what's going on?
Well, I've been following this case since for like months. This girl, Tisha Tells, she's been on it. So it's like this didn't just happen yesterday. It happened. Yeah, I was talking about Little Rod. Have you?
No, we
Okay.
haven't gotten to it yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to jump then.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Speak your mind.
Well, after Cassie filed, there have been people filing cases. However, Little Rod filed, and his case was way longer than Cassie's, extreme worse, and he had way more evidence by far.
Right, because he had pictures and videos, right?
Videos. He said he had surveillance. He had everybody. Yeah, he has video footage of everybody. He names a lot more names. And the thing that really struck a nerve was the fact that his son is listed in his case too. And it's like,
That's right.
Diddy didn't want to settle. Why? He did the same thing with Cassie. And they're saying it's almost as if he wanted to get caught.
Do you think, and I'm going to ask this for both of you and everybody in the audience as well, do you think that he's actually either losing access to his funds, his cash, his liquid funds, and he doesn't want to settle because he's running out of money, or because he's just like, I don't care anymore? Like, what do you think? I'll start with you, Tika.
well, we know they also reported that he sold Revolt. That's one of his networks. So I mean, maybe he is running out of money to have to pay all these different settlements and all these court cases and everything that he's going to have to go through, and also probably trying to set up some situations so that his children, at least the young ones, will be taken care of.
Wow. So you think he's running out of money, Amina?
Like, and I felt like now he is. He definitely is. But when he didn't settle, no. I just feel like he's been getting away with it for far too long. But as for his kids, he left them behind. So how much caring does he really do for them?
That's crazy, man. Like I just don't get it. Like for you to put yourself in a position like this and to put your children in a position like this, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Not to run.
Like you're taking the ultimate risk by getting involved. And at this point, allegedly, again, everything is alleged, family. Everything is alleged. At this point, he may be connected to the mob. You know what I'm saying? Or
allegedly, mom, if you're watching.
Yeah, alleged. That's why I said alleged. I say it a million times, alleged. You know what I mean? Because we don't know for sure, but the way it's looking, that's the way that they breached the home and went into the home, right? Like he was some like John Gotti or something like that, right? Like an actual, like gangster. So I'm like, dang, this is crazy. But going back to the kids, I'm thinking about the girls. I'm thinking about all of that. But Amina, I know you've been doing some research. I know you've been doing some things. I know we talked about possible cases or the case that you may have brought up. I know you mentioned, the other guy's case, but anything else that you brought up besides that one?
Cases? Well, that was the bigger case. I mean, I can tell you who's listed in the case and why he might have had a lot of protection.
Okay. Wow. Exclusive, y'all.
Let me see.
This is crazy. Tika, man, like, what are your thoughts? Because you have a daughter, right? Like, what are your thoughts? What if your daughter was put in a position like this? Like, let's say she was allegedly, possibly, connected to Diddy and she was at that same home in LA or Miami. Like, how would you be feeling right now if your daughter was, wrapped up the same way Justin and King is?
Yeah, I mean, I would absolutely be extremely pissed off because Diddy allegedly allowed them to be into that situation. And I don't think he didn't know that this was going to happen. Not in this particular way, but he didn't. I think he knew that at some point the law was going to come knocking at his door. My thing is this. If you know that you're in some trouble, you got some things that are coming up. You have people that you could send your young adults, you can send your young girls and let them stay with them until all of this stuff blows over. But instead, which brings back the point what Amina said, if he allowed his children to get caught up in this whole situation, how much caring does he really care of his children or for his children? So I would be highly upset. And but even with the moms, even though Justin, his mom is still around. His mom should have been like, okay, son, it's time for you to get out this situation. It's time for you to get out the house. But Diddy, in my mind, Diddy was like, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And now here they are in handcuffs. Whether they're involved or not, they're the ones in handcuffs and on the images in handcuffs. And to see your child in handcuffs is a very, very hurtful thing.
That's crazy. Amina.
I was going to say, allegedly, they say Justin was definitely doing the freak offs as well. So,
wow.
So not only are the kids involved, allegedly, he was participating in those deviant activities, deviant activities. And not only that, there was a case where, okay, so yes, that's who it was. Allegedly in Chalice Studios, one of Diddy's son's closest friends was hit with a weapon, and ketchup was all over the place.
Yes. Good way to say it. Shout out to you. Good. That was good.
Yeah.
Ketchup was all over the place.
Yeah. And he said that he said to tell everyone, allegedly, that it happened outside and it was a drive-by. Notice that happens a lot around Diddy, Biggie, and everything. So the chief of police allegedly was in his pocket as well, and he was good at making stuff disappear. This is all alleged, like I said.
Alleged.
He was good at making stuff disappear, And they actually did not investigate inside the studio. They took their word for it. Meanwhile, there was ketchup all over the bathroom scene and none on the floor.
Wow.
Crazy. Wow. Fam, look. So I'm gonna just say it like this.
Oh, one more thing.
Go ahead.
And the only reason why I'm gonna say that is because what TMC they dull the situation. So TMC they allegedly didn't really report it as well as anything happened in the studio. Allegedly they're in his pocket, and you heard the Breakfast Club. I don't know if y'all heard the Breakfast Club this morning. They were making it seem like the world is. What's a better word for losing their mind? Because
going crazy.
YouTube.
People going crazy.
I thought that was a bad word on YouTube.
No, it's not. You can say crazy.
They trying to make it seem like everybody else is going crazy, and why is everybody attacking Diddy? I'm like, really? Y'all really trying to spin this story? So I take that with a grain of salt personally. But
right. So yeah, we talked about it for a little bit. How because he paying them when he has some way, shape, or form connection to them. They're not really going to go in on him. They're just going to report the news and not really give their opinions and their thoughts, their personal thoughts about the situation. I mean, they may hate it just like many of us hate the situation, that we would never want our children or kids or anybody involved. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's weird. It's weird. But people do anything for money, right? They don't want to lose their check. They don't want to lose, their lifestyle. They don't want to lose none of that. So it's like they're gonna take that middle road just so they won't lose that paper. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful, because you remember what happened. Let's go way back. Let's remember what happened with Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams been trying to tell us for the longest time. All right. Shout out to Wendy Williams. Yep. All right. Media queen. Salute to her.
Absolutely.
Prayers to her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not saying she was like the goody two shoes or whatever, but she was doing her job. And she's been trying to tell us. And I know somebody else said Mace been trying to tell us, but even before Mace, it was Wendy. And she got fired. And that's why she had to leave New York and go down to Philly and be out there in Philly doing her thing. So, we've been hearing about this forever, but when you got money, you can cover stuff up. What you think, Tika? What are your thoughts?
I mean, they're trying. I know they're trying to make it seem like, oh, it's just conspiracy theories. No, a lot of this stuff definitely has happened. There's too much stuff that's coming out. Again, all I can say in regards to, of course, I don't know if it's true or not, but again, those agents would not be at those two mansions simultaneously if they did not have something. I'm talking about the highest level of the feds, the people that they can go in. There's something that is connecting his name to all of this stuff that's going on. And it's not just physical abuse and all that other stuff. It's a whole lot of other stuff that's really going on. But of course, we're gonna have to sit and watch it all play out. I'm looking forward to Court TV to see what's gonna happen.
You say Court TV? Yeah, we
Court TV. They tell it all.
If they do that, you know what I'm saying, maybe closed or whatever. But this one is too big. I mean, again, I think I said it yesterday when we was doing final predictions. I'm like, people with money, right? There's different rules, right? With people with money, and there's different rules with people who don't have money, right? So that's why, the orange guy's walking around, willy-nilly, but I mean, he got charges on him too, and has been convicted on certain ones that they got on him, but he's still walking around. Do you think that Diddy is still going to be walking around? Are they going to detain him? Are they going to lock him up? Is it going to be different for him as opposed to the orange guy that's walking around still? I'm going to go to you, Amina. What do you think?
Can you repeat the question?
So the question is yes. The orange guy, you know who the orange guy is?
Yeah.
I don't like to say his name. All right.
Okay.
The question is, the orange guy is walking around, but yet he has charges in multiple states, right? Went in for a mugshot and the whole nine, pay whatever it is, and he's still walking around willy-nilly. Do you think they'll treat Diddy the same, or do you think they're going to lock him up and put him in the yellow, outfit and everything else like that? What are your thoughts?
The orange guy is probably still going to be president, right?
That's a whole nother subject for a whole nother time. We'll see.
Not only is he walking around, Diddy.
Yeah.
To be honest, unless he gives up whatever he needs to give up, I don't know, to be honest. It seems like already, it's like they took everybody else and they didn't take him. And I think everybody else is going to roll on him. But maybe he might end up like Russell Simmons away somewhere. I don't know. Because Russell Simmons ain't come back yet, allegedly.
Yeah, well, I heard allegedly that they're going after him too now. Like, for real. Like, so what you think, Tika? You think that they're going to detain him, they're going to lock him up and put him in the suit, or is he going to be walking around willy-nilly like the orange dude?
They're definitely going to give him an opportunity to take that photo in that orange suit. He's a brown man in the United States of America. It may not be today, tomorrow, next week, but at some point he's going to have to be faced or he's going to have to go in and take that picture. He's going to have to report for what he's being accused of. I mean, they may not keep him. He may, they may, depending on the situation, he may get bail. But for the most part, he's definitely got to go and answer to all of these accusations. So I was told, well, I saw on one image that Diddy was at the airport, but according to, and I won't quote the exact source, but they were saying that he wasn't trying to flee. He was trying to set up a vacation or something for him and his kids. So him and the daughters, I should say. So who knows? Okay. We'll see,
Yeah, I saw that video too, and he was just walking, and some guy was analyzing, saying he was like under brain control or something like that. I'm like, people coming out with these crazy theories. He's under brain control, but he was definitely thinking about what was going on, because at the same time, while he was walking back and forth and pacing, his homes were being raided. So it's a whole lot of stuff that's going to come out. It's going to be real crazy. What do y'all think about this? I don't think we talked about this and got into details, but I think we can go into it right now. This is, like I said, the latest news where, Sean Combs' mule was arrested at the Miami airport. Amina, did you see this yet? Did you see this one here?
I did hear about it. And you heard about Ethiopia. Y'all talked about her yet?
No.
Okay.
Oh, you can put us onto that one. That's a new one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. When you finish that, yes. But they took a lot of people, and I think they took everybody around him in. Okay. Yeah. So I personally know, because I know somebody that ended up with the feds in a RICO case at some point. Now, if they're innocent or not, I don't know. They said they are, so I believe them. Innocent.
So proven guilty. Yep.
So what they did is they took everybody that they was going to take, and they just took them in. And then they let some of them out, and they put them on house arrest and stuff like that. But they have them like sitting there, and it's been over a year. And it's like, so at some point, I guess they're looking for breaking points, because they restricted the person's freedom, and no trial or nothing has been set. And they're just like there. So this is the way the feds work. They take everybody, and you don't have to get out.
Right. You're just sitting there in the house. You're just sitting there until whenever they're ready to kind of like use you or do whatever, or just go along with whatever plea deal that you made. Right. Because a lot of them who are being like put into these homes and put, WITSEC, that's what they call it, witness protection, right? Or whatever the case is.
It's so that you could fold.
Right.
On the main person. So I'm like, now, do you think the kids are going to fold?
I don't know. I mean, look, if they're under enough pressure, they might. Because, like you were saying, what I heard allegedly, everybody
everything's alleged.
Right, everything's alleged again. From what I heard, not going to cite the source, just like Tika said. What I heard, as you mentioned, they were involved, but it seems like Justin was more involved allegedly with the children being presented and brought to his home, and those people being moved around, exported, imported, exported. You know what I'm saying? So if it's enough pressure, and you tell me, Tika, if it's enough pressure, these kids may do what they got to do, because again, we looking at like life for Diddy. Like, there's going to be a charge for every There's going to be a sentence for every charge. That's what I heard. Like 25 years for every charge that they charge him. So Tika, what do you think? You think they're going to fold? You think the kids are going to fold?
Listen, daddy did this, daddy did that, daddy told me to go here, daddy told me, listen, those two pretty boys are not fit for imprisonment. So one of the two, and maybe I'm judging, but one of the two is going to have something to say. And then with Justin's mom, she's probably like saying, you need to tell them everything that you know, regardless of your involvement. You need to tell everything that you know. So,
Right.
I mean, it might be time for him to, what they call it, snitch. It's me or you, and they'll more than likely give the kids a deal or something, saying, just tell me what you saw, and you won't have any. We'll basically take you out of it.
Right.
So I don't know. That's a tough situation too. To the father that they had, again, like I stated before, Diddy wasn't a bad father. I didn't, at least from what we saw, we didn't see him as being a bad father, other than all these shenanigans that he's put them in now. So it's like you got to choose, and unfortunately they are going to have to choose between Papa and their own life sentence.
Wow. Crazy, family. Chime in below, family. I see you all. Thank you for coming through. Definitely hit that like button for us. Definitely share this out. We are vertical flow today. Absolutely. We're going to figure out how to do vertical and landscape at the same time. I'm figuring it out. We're going to figure it out. But yeah, let me get back to Amina, seeing it. And I thank both of you for coming on today, because this is definitely a great conversation. Man, oh man. So, Amina, you were speaking about a young lady that we haven't spoken about yet, and I know you have some information on that.
Oh, okay. So Ethiopia, she was, I guess, the head A&R in Motown. Don't quote me, but she had a big influence in Motown, and she was also listed in the complaint. So allegedly, what's going on? They're saying that she worked out a deal with the feds and to remove her name, to cooperate. If she cooperates, they'll remove her name. And they said she was singing like a canary, allegedly.
Singing like a canary. So that means we could have our first snitch that we know about, right? Because there's a whole lot of snitching going on. There's a whole lot of, like, even that kid. I don't know if y'all saw that video of the neighbor, this young kid hanging out the passenger side. I saw it earlier. I think it was on, one of those things, allegedly, right? And he's driving away, and he's the neighbor of Diddy. And he saw the cameras roll down his window. He had to be like maybe 15, 16 years old. And he's like, yeah, he's crazy. It's crazy. Diddy doing too much. 3 o'clock in the morning, he got a bus load of kids coming to his house. 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, what? I don't know. Again, it's all alleged. But yeah, I wouldn't put it past. I don't know what's going on. Tika, your thoughts on Ethiopia and the kids?
I mean, I'm just gonna play devil's advocate for a second. Did you see the size of his homes? Like, that thing is a compound. You could literally hide. You could hide plenty of people, property, and things. On that. Oh my God, that's the whole compound, y'all. I don't know. I honestly, just as a fan of, or a past fan of Diddy and his work, it's very disappointing that he has allowed himself to be in this situation. I mean, all of that harsh treatment that you did to those kids on making the band, and you got to do this, and he was calling dudes let's see how I can fix this up. I can't fix it up. It was the itch bassness. I'll just say that. He was calling them all kind of names, and that part, you know what I mean? I'm like, so how dare you, it's just disappointing to see that this man is going through all of this. Again, they're definitely going to give harsher treatment towards him. I don't care what anybody says, because of the color of his skin. They're going to give him harsh punishment. Plus, he was trying to, just like they did Bill Cosby, he was trying to purchase some major things, major networks, and guess what? Every time they get close, they either get unalived or locked up. That's just my conspiracy.
I heard about that. I think somebody in the chat said that too. Did you hear about that, Amina, about him possibly trying to buy a network or whatever the case is, like Bill Cosby?
Listen, I mean, Diddy has been Diddy for years, so I'm not putting him in that. I understand what you said because I felt some way like that, but Diddy, I go the other way when I hear Diddy. Like,
Right.
it's so many people been screaming, like Aubrey O'Day, and she, that was the girl from Danny King. Like everybody, not every, allegedly, but majority of the people that's ever dealt with him, they say nothing nice.
Right.
And I just pulled up Mary J. Blige's quote because
yes, please let us know. I saw somebody ask that question. Yeah, what's the quote, please?
She said, "This is cryptic, so we gotta we gotta make sense of it." It says, "Unfortunately, a lot of you all met me when I lacked boundaries and was a people pleaser. Let me reintroduce myself. I burn bridges as needed."
Whoa. Okay. Let's analyze and break that down. I mean, let's start with you, Amina. What do you think she's trying to say? Because I read right through that right there, but what do you think she's trying to say with that?
All right, I'll respond, but then I'm gonna paste it into your chat so everybody can look at it too.
Sure.
What do I think? Well, she said I burn bridges as needed. So I think she's saying I'm not gonna be by his side. I think that was too, Diddy. That's my feeling because she's saying that I burn bridges as needed. And she said I used to
be a people pleaser.
You met me when I lacked boundaries because she used to be close with him.
Yeah.
And she's like, I burn bridges as needed, like cut off. I mean, that's my opinion. What do y'all think?
Yeah, what do you think, Tika? I'll let you rock, and then I'll tell you what I think. What you think, Tika?
I think she's standing on business, as they say, and she's separating herself from the bull. Like, I had nothing to do with nothing that he's doing, and I'm stepping away. Yeah, he has been this good person to me. He was once upon a time that friend. Yeah, I stayed with him when I was going through my divorce situation. However, I had no knowledge of nothing that was going on, and I am removing myself from this situation and this name in its entirety. So,
wow. Yeah, so there was a lot that she said. Like, there's a lot that I read. Like, again, as you said, Amina, we got to read between the lines, and as New Yorkers, that's what we do. We always read between the lines and trying to figure things out and all of this and that. But Young. I'm thinking that she's speaking of when she was first starting off in the industry. Her first mentor was who? Puffy, a.k.a. Diddy, a.k.a. Whatever Love, right? And whatever he was telling her to do, for the most part, it probably went down that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we doing this freak off. She may have been involved with that. She may allegedly have or may allegedly have not. From what I heard, allegedly, she was involved with, getting the girls involved wherever it was needed. But again, we don't know. Again, it's alleged. We don't know anything. He didn't say anything. But whatever I'm sure he needed back then, I'm sure that she was probably down for it. But again, back then, just like she said, wasn't creating boundaries that I needed to. But being a people pleaser, you in an industry, you don't want to ruffle any feathers, right? You want your album to come out. You don't want anybody stopping that. You want it to go. You want to get the best producers. You want to get the best beats. You want to get the best songs, right? So Diddy was very close with her as far as her album, and she wasn't even on Bad Boy, right? So they get money together, you know what I'm saying? So they partners in crime and partners in rhyme, right? We gonna get this money together, but we gonna have these freak offs. Allegedly, I don't know. But now it's like, well, I can cut you off. I don't gotta say nothing. This was what, 40-something years ago, 30-something years ago. It's time. Let me reintroduce myself. This is who I am. Don't involve my name. Keep my name out your mother freaking mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm reading that Mary J. Again, it's my personal opinion. That's what I'm reading. That she's like, keep my mother freaking name out your mother freaking mouth. Don't involve me. What happened back then happened back then, and now I'm me today. So that's what I'm reading. That's what I'm reading. So
you know what?
Yeah.
You read a lot because no, but when you put it with the back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm glancing at Latoya. Latoya, she be on point. She's like, do you think up? Well, I don't know if you could post that. I was gonna just
I could post it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, do
just
you
can't
think
read it.
that I'm not gonna say it?
Yeah.
That he's the one that got her.
Mm-hmm.
Mary J. Blige used to be on airplane mode.
Mm-hmm. Her and Casey and JoJo and all of them, the whole Uptown crew, they was doing a whole lot of stuff.
But yeah, she could have been running around and like she said, you met me when I lacked boundaries, meaning a lot of stuff. Like, yeah,
she's down for it.
She's a new person, and like
she became, older, wiser, went through, what she went through with Casey and not Casey and JoJo, but Casey. I ain't trying to put her with JoJo. That's a freak off. But anyway, just with Casey, and then she got married and went through what she went through with him. That was a terrible marriage, and the consequences of that I'm still mad at that till this day. But that's a whole nother show altogether. But yeah, man, I think she's trying to make it clear to us that she wasn't involved in anything as of recent, right? But the last time I saw her was at Diddy's birthday party. And Jay was right there too. Right? You remember that?
Going around, but guess who's her mentor? And she says it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
50 Cent.
Ooh.
Power.
Whoa. Okay. All right. So not being biased, but I am a big fan of 50. Okay.
Me too.
But if that is her mentor, and 50 is the arch enemy of Diddy.
Duh. And he pays her well. What he said? Taraji, ask Mary.
Ooh. 50. He knows what he's doing. Listen, 50 has been like very strategic for a very long time. From Ja Rule, Erder Inc., I'm not going to say the M, right? Herb Gotti to Diddy. He's been on Diddy for like years. So to line himself up with Mary, put her on the show, pay her what, $500,000 an episode? He know what he doing.
And he got that. He got that Surviving Diddy coming out.
I just saw the picture. I'm trying to upload it on here, but I can't do it right now. But I just saw that picture of the cover of that. Crazy. Follow 50, y'all. Follow 50 if you if you want to see what's going on. Tika, what are your thoughts on this, man? Mary, 50, mentor, crazy.
I don't want to say that Mary, even back in the day had a part in it. I want to say, just my opinion, she saw stuff but didn't say anything. You know what I mean? Like she saw a lot of things that was going on, but just didn't say anything. So that's what I think and I could be absolutely wrong. The truth will be revealed. But I just think that that's what she's saying. I saw some things, I just didn't say anything. But today I'm a different person. I'm not a part of any of that situation. So, Mary, my girl, she's gone through and endured enough, whether it was through relationships with these jacked up dudes or, her own habits that she had to break. I just want to see her win. And I just don't. And I'm enjoying, thank you to 50 Cent for, putting her out there and showing us who Mary really is. Even with Tyler Perry putting her in, just a portion of some of his movies. But 50 Cent literally brought out the Mary that we were supposed to be seeing 20 plus years ago.
Got you. Listen. Okay, so I'm going to say it like this because, again, I do follow a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Your boy be on this 1-2 on this journalist. I be doing my research, right? Okay. I want y'all to just go back a little bit when Power Book 2 Ghost was coming out. I believe, and again, don't quote me on this, but I believe it was around the same time that Mary was going through her divorce. And that judgment came where Mary had to pay her ex-husband a large amount of money. And then here comes Power Book 2 Ghost, not too long after that. It seems to me, and again, this is what I see of 50, that's why I'm a fan of 50, it seems to me that 50 was helping her out with this move as far as her becoming Monet, so she can keep up with these large amount of payments that she had to pay to this guy, this ex-guy who freaking swindled her out of her money and everything else like that. 50 is the man helping Mary, so it only makes sense that that's her mentor. So what you got? I mean, I see you all up in there. What you got? I see.
I'm trying to find everybody's quotes so that it's done correctly. So,
Right.
but at the same time, yeah, y'all could keep going. I had something to say, but I'm losing track.
Okay, yeah, it's a lot going on. And I appreciate you staying on top of things, because things is coming out like as we're speaking right now. Quotes, people dropping stuff is coming out as we speak. So I just wanted to be on today, and I appreciate y'all being here. Listen, fam, you just found us. You just looking at this. Hit that like button for us, and absolutely subscribe to all the channels, family. We appreciate you for rocking with us. Drop your thoughts below, fam. It's a lot going on, fam. I mean, this is huge because I'm gonna be honest with you. Like Puff, P. Diddy, he's one of the hugest hip hop icons, yo. You know what I mean? Like he's one of the hugest. So that's why this is like impacting a lot of people, because just like you said, Tika, you was a fan, you know what I'm saying? Fan of the music, fan of all of this and that, you know what I'm saying? Like all of us, I think, at some point we're a fan of the music, the groups that came out on Bad Boy and who he worked with, and Mary and Little Kim and that collaboration, and Puff was behind a lot of that stuff, right? So that's why we're talking about it today, because it's impacting all of us. I don't care what you say. You may not like Diddy. Listen, you grew up on some Mace songs. You grew up on a lot of stuff that you love today that came out of Bad Boy. You know what I'm saying? From Black Rob to all of that, Craig Mack, the Biggie. You was impacted some way, somehow from Bad Boy and the artist from Bad Boy. So that's why this is so huge. Okay, I see you, Amina. You look like you ready to say something.
Oh, I went back because 50 Cent is a wild boy. And
yes.
Did you see he put a quote up? He is like, this is on 50 Cent's Instagram. He says, Sean Diddy Combs' neighbor claims Diddy brings minors. Oh, wait, what can I say? Hold on.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. To his house by busloads late night, March 26, 2024. And then 50 quotes. When my basketball go over there, I just let it be.
Oh my God. 50 is crazy. 50 is wild. Yeah. So that's what I was saying earlier about that neighbor that was snitching out the car. So yeah, he's just quoting that. Again, this is a quote, family, from 50 Cent on IG. These are not our words, all right? Yeah, family. So it's crazy, man. Honestly, I knew this was coming, but I'm disappointed at the same time. I'm like, yeah, justice needs to be served, right? But to see, one of our brothers on the run and all of this and that, I mean, he made his bed, he got to lay in it. You know what I mean? Like he made his bed, he got to lay in it. So we all do, right? So nobody gonna feel sorry for you. Like if you made this decision, you're gonna have to pay for whatever decision. There's consequences, right? Right, Tika?
Yep.
What
That's
you
right.
think?
It's always consequences to any action. Again, my sympathy, empathy, and everything else goes to those young girls, even the sons who got wrapped up in this mess, but allegedly, but to those daughters, especially the twins, like they literally will. I mean, yeah, they may have some family friends of Kim Porter's. However, they won't have either parent. And what type of life is it to visit your daddy behind bars? Like that's where my heart goes out to those girls. And it's I mean, it's a great disappointment, even with knowing the things that he's done to women, especially again with the whole Cassie story. But like I said, prior to Cassie, there were others that came out that nobody really listened to. No, you know what I mean. So for that part, I can handle that part. The male abuse, I can handle that. As a fan, but to find out that there may be other situations involved, the moving from busload to whatever allegedly, yeah, that's definitely disheartening. And I hate, how's he going to explain this to his daughters? I want
I
to
don't
know,
know.
how are you going to explain this to those girls?
I don't know. All I know is that, I mean, I don't know who this is, but I'm seeing this right here that P. Diddy says, don't listen to the news. Do you still like my music? I don't know if this is a made
He's
up
funny.
You
account
good as freaking well. That
trolling,
ain't Diddy.
He's
but I'm
definitely a
just saying,
troll.
definitely trolling. Crazy, bro.
Oh my God.
Listen. I am I am we're talking about this because like I said, I think we're all affected by this. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to see another brother man go down like this. But if you did something, if you did a crime, all of us gotta pay. If we
Yeah.
do crimes, all of us gotta pay. Now, again, this is alleged. He hasn't been brought in to court yet. You know, people say he's innocent until proven guilty, right? So we all say that, but they said that about R. Kelly. R. Kelly locked up right now, man. But I think R. Kelly, I don't know. What do y'all think? Because there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there. There's a lot of thoughts to say that R. Kelly is part of this as well, as far as Diddy going down, because R. Kelly knows what he did, what Diddy possibly did, allegedly did. You know what I'm saying? What you think, Amin? What you thinking? Because I know you want a case. You want a case right now.
No, okay. So what I've heard in the
Yeah.
industry is that a lot of people have okay. So it was pretty much like what was going on allegedly in Diddy's house, where they bring you to a party, they watch what you do, they film what you do, and then it is called blackmail. They photograph you doing compromising things, illegal things, and things that you probably would never even normally do.
Mm.
And then hold it against you. So they tell you to jump and you say how high, like anything. You'll walk back any comment if you did the wrong thing on the wrong night. So they said that the industry, they just watch each other walking around and doing stuff, and they all have dirt on each other. And in order to get dirt off of you, they start snitching on another person. So do I think it's R. Kelly specifically? No, I mean it might be like no, I'm not gonna throw out names allegedly, but they say allegedly somebody's next up.
Yeah, allegedly they say that yeah. Again, a artist, an icon that a lot of people like. You know what I'm saying? They like his music as well. They said he's up next too. Man, I'm thrown off by all of this, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like on one end, yo, what you do eventually is gonna have to come to the surface, and you're gonna have to pay. What's in the dark? I think my homie Latoya, she said it earlier. What's in the dark will come to light. I think Ashley said it as well.
Yep.
I just don't like how it's being done, and at the same time, like I mentioned yesterday, I think this is a ploy to capture the little fish. But we consider them big fish, but to capture the little fish, again, it's just my personal opinion. Capture Diddy so we can get to the bigger fish, the guys behind Diddy. Because I don't think he's doing this on his own, you know, just my personal opinion. I don't think he's doing this on his own.
Right.
I think there's other people involved on the other side of town. You know what I mean by other side of town.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That may have been setting him, or maybe he didn't comply with something that they wanted him to do. Maybe he said he wanted to be out, and they said you can't be out. You know, like the mob, like you can't get out. You know what I'm saying? You get out. The only way you get out is in the coffin, right? Maybe he didn't want to do something they wanted him to do, and it's like, you know what? It's time. Allegedly, right? Allegedly, it's time. It's time. It's your time to be given up. You know what I mean? So I want to know who's on this Epstein list. What do y'all think? Who else is on the list? Obviously, I guess he was on this list, huh?
You heard what Cat Williams said, right?
What do you say?
He was like, what did he say? Who was on that mess? And I was like, what? He was like, allegedly, Chris Tucker. I said,
wow. Like all the people that probably a lot of people that we like is on that list. Like we like, and when I say like, I mean not personally, but just we like their work. We like their movies. We like their music. Ugh, Tika, talk to me, man.
This Homeland Security situation, this Diddy situation, reads senators, politicians, pastors. This reads, it's a lot of people involved. And we're waiting to see what this list is going to look like. And yeah, there may be somebody else, a top dog that is, you know, higher than Diddy, who is literally in charge of this whole situation. But Diddy just at some point, in my mind, if he's involved, I'm gonna keep saying if, he got greedy and made one wrong decision. And it's like I'll say this, just thinking about when I used to work at a prison, they would always tell you, don't take anything from an inmate. Don't take, even if it's a piece of paper, don't take anything. Don't give them anything. Don't give them food, just little things. Don't do it, because at that point you become compromised. So I feel like he did one thing and it kept going and going and going and going. And now he can't get out of the situation. So, I mean,
let me ask you a question.
He look pretty good in orange. I mean,
wow.
It is what it is.
Let me ask you a question, right? What if, and I'm not defending anybody, I'm just putting a scenario out there. I want to get your thoughts on it. It's for everybody in the audience as well. Thank you for coming through. Hit that like button. Definitely subscribe if this is your first time. What if, and this is probable, what if what he has done allegedly to these artists, what you said, Amina, as far as the blackmail, right? What if that was done to him in the beginning? Okay. And he sees, hey, this is part of the game. This is how it's supposed to be done. Like, listen, if you want to control people, just blackmail them. And he just continued on from there. And that's how he really gained most, if not all, the power that he has in the industry. Do you think that it happened to him first?
Of course. I think this is the way that I will. Okay. Yeah. There's other documentaries on this. There's documentaries on the internet that shows it is called, there, I gotta put baby words in. It's called Loving Blackmail.
Okay.
You know, when you making love is okay, right? To say
making love is okay.
Make love. Yeah, making love blackmail, and not in the nice way that sounded.
Gotcha.
And that's what the industry allegedly is built on. I mean, think about it. If I want to make somebody do everything that if I want to make the general public do whatever I say, they follow, unfortunately, celebrities. But would you want a celebrity that does what they want to do, or do you want a celebrity that you can control? Why would I make you? Why would I put this big $1 billion machine behind you and I can't control you?
That's a good point. You got that, and you got the bomb for that, because and I don't want to say the name, but the name has come up a million times, and I believe I know who you're speaking of and what you're speaking of, and that's the reason why how Bad Boy was created. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not
a lot of mention
the name, because how did all of a sudden, again, y'all put two and two together? I'm not going to say the names. Y'all put two and two together. How the heck did Puff get fired from Uptown, and all of a sudden he has millions of dollars to start a label? This whole blackmail thing with him probably started right there. Okay, Tika, what you think? I see you thinking. I see the brains. I see the smoke coming out of your ears. What you think?
It's a possibility. It's a possibility. We know of his upbringing. We know he didn't have millions of dollars to start his own label. Again, I just see it all as unfortunate. And again, the truth is going to come to light. You dug a deep one this time, Diddy. That's all I can say. Jeez, one way, regardless, I'll just say this, and I'll leave it alone. Where there is a rumor, there is some truth. So all of this stuff can't be lies and speculations on Diddy. Something has to be true in this whole situation.
So the parallel phrase is, where there's smoke, there's fire.
That part.
Yeah, Got you. Wow. Crazy, y'all. Crazy. Amina, I see you. You want to jump in. Go ahead. I see you.
I'm laughing at Aubrey O'Day's comments because she was lighting up last night. So I can read a couple of her comments, but I wanted to say right before that, darn, I had something about Mary J. Blige, but when it comes to me, it'll come to me.
Okay.
But she was going back and forth. So it was a couple of tweets. So this is the first one. And that's the girl from Danny Detained, in case y'all did not remember.
Yes.
Aubrey O'Dane is the girl that was in Danny Detained and supposedly dealing with Diddy allegedly.
Hola. Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Okay, she said, "What you sow, you shall reap. I pray this emboldens all of the U.S. victims to finally speak on what we have endured." That was one. There's another one. "There is no too soon on this one, just too late. It's bad when you sprinting to Barbuda. I don't even know the local animal there." "Respectfully, I've been telling y'all this for 2 decades, and did anyone listen? No."
Wow.
"Old boy said it first. It gets dark and lonely. Some people stand on business, and some use the money they robbed from decades of their artists' pockets to flee the country. I know I'm not on a private jet having the pilot hitting U-turns left and right trying to find a landing spot."
Wow.
"With non-treaty, I said what I said."
Wow. Yo. I'm just going to say she has been telling us, and she did tell the other members of Danny Kane, don't sign that contract because there is a clause in there, right, that you cannot speak anything about Bad Boy and their experience as Danny Kane. And that's why she's like, yo, I'm not signing nothing. But yeah, everything, that's a lot. What you just read is a lot. Like, I could analyze that whole thing and break it down, but I'm not going to do that. Tika.
Okay.
What's your thoughts on what she just read?
I mean, I don't doubt it. The way he treated Aubrey was, Aubrey kind of sometimes to me, because I watched the show, but sometimes Aubrey kind of acted as if she was more entitled to certain things. And maybe she was kicking it with Diddy and we just didn't know that part. But also, the person I want to hear say something, we actually talked about this person, I think it was last week, Jay, Don Richard, who was in Diddy Dirty Money with him. I want to hear what she has to say, whether it's denouncing Diddy or Diddy didn't do it. You know what I mean? I just want to hear her take on it, because even after Danny Kane, she spent quite a few years working under Diddy, and she's still a working artist at this till this day. So true. I would love to hear what it is that she has to say about any of this.
I mean, you got what's the name, Dawn Richards?
Yeah,
you wanted to say something too. Go ahead.
I did, but don't worry, I wrote it down so I won't forget. Okay. With Dawn, it's all over YouTube. So what happened was, when she was trying to sign with Danny Kane, she was signed to somebody else. And allegedly he paid her out of her deal. So she was indebted to her. So she was like, y'all think I want to work and do all of this stuff? She was like, I can't say anything. I have to work for him because he bought me out of my contract. So she's like, I'm indebted. I owe him. She's not going. And that's why she split with the girls. And then he made her do a whole, I bet you he worked her like a dog.
I'm sure.
And then what Mary J. Blige, what I was going to say earlier.
Yes.
You think he actually really paid her what she was worth ever? If he's never done it with any other artist, you really think he actually really paid Mary?
I don't know, man.
I don't think so.
This is crazy.
And
this is wild. Yeah.
One more person I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Y'all should ask Dylon, because he was very loud.
What? Dylon. Yo. I forgot all about Dylon. I want to, we got to look, we got to have to scour IG, scour Twitter. We got to have to scour and see the reactions, because we didn't even do that yet. I haven't even looked at all these other artists to get their reaction as to what's going on. Now, again, there's one artist. Thank you for doing that, because that leads me, and that's a segue to the artist that I do want to talk about. Pastor Mace. Look, Pastor Mace. Shout out to Pastor Mace. And if there's a surviving Diddy, he should be the number one person that 50 talks to put him on that show. So, if you know Mace, if you know
Ain't nobody
Mace,
got time for that.
She got her buttons too. Listen, Mace is rocking with the boy from Harlem, boy. The Harlem boys are together. If y'all don't know, you're talking about Cameron, Cam, and Mace. And they got this amazing podcast show. They are killing it right now. It is what it is. Shout out to them, okay? Cam hooked it up, and then Mace linked up with Cam, and it's all good. But let me just get right to it. And if you haven't seen it, go check them out, because I'm sure they broke up that video, that portion that Mace was talking about. And he was saying that he, again, quote, he is survived all of everything that happened to Biggie, to Craig Mack, to Black Rob, to everything that happened to all of these people that Diddy did things to. He survived that, and he walked away, and he may have lost some money from walking away from Bad Boy, but then he got with Cam and he got all the money back. So they was laughing because, again, yesterday was the anniversary of Life After Death with Biggie. And he's just like, man, Cam was like, yo, that boy good. And they were just laughing with each other because Mace did survive it. And he's on the other side, and he hasn't got involved with any of this craziness. And he saw it. He was blessed enough, had discernment to be like, yo, I see what's going on. I got to get out of this thing. So what are your thoughts on Mace and what he's saying and his reaction to it? Because he's like, yo, it's retribution day. It's like payback. He said it's the big payback. I'm gonna start with you, Tika. What are your reactions to Mace and what he was saying and his reaction to all of this?
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I totally get that he did make it out on the other side. But can you remember all of the scrutiny that Mace has gone through? People, throwing hate at him becoming a pastor, and playing around with the name and Mace this, and just trying to make it seem as if he was crazy, that he was the one that was really dirty, and that he was just manageable. He was hard to get along with. They literally messed up his name for a lot of years. And now I'm happy for him, because again, like you say, he survived on the other side. Now people will know that it wasn't him. It was all the time. It was Diddy. So I'm happy that he got away. And now he's able to get that money back with him and Cameron on their own podcast. Salute to you, Mace.
They get money, man. They get money. Talk to me, yo. Talk to me. Amina seen it. What is your reaction to Mace and his reaction to this? Because I thought it was just. But go ahead.
So before this mess started, I was trying to figure out what was 50 Cent's beef with
Nobody
P.
got
Diddy.
time for that.
So a while ago, somebody was like, "This is all alleged, but you could Google it; it'll come up." Something about Mace wanted to sign with 50.
Ah, yes.
And yes. So and it's funny because 50 is doing Diddy, the Diddy documentary.
Yes.
So he was trying to buy him out, and Diddy did not want to free Mace. And it was a big situation and an ordeal that it got ugly, and they started dragging each other on the internet over it. So some people are saying it started from there. But a lot of people are also saying, isn't it funny that when people leave Diddy, they go to church? Because what is Kima screaming now from Total? Oh no, I need to, because that industry.
I remember that.
And then they're saying that Total couldn't really sing. I know, because I went to a vocal coach, and the vocal coach taught Total to sing. And he was like, they can't sing. And allegedly it was saying that Puff Daddy was putting groups together that didn't have as much talent so that he can control them and you know, make them big stars and they do whatever. He was like, you don't want somebody to have too much talent because then they they think that they're over you.
Wow, 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 wow. Family, what do you think? What do you think? Man, y'all been rocking with us for a minute now. Look. All of this stuff, it's just a lesson. It's just a life lesson for real. Like, it's a slap in the face to be like, listen, whatever you do is going to come back to you. It's just going to come back eventually. It may take 10 days, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years. Whatever you do is going to come back to you. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I don't wish anything bad, but I did remember that whole ordeal with 50 trying to buy out Mace from the contract. And now, man, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy, family. It's going to be crazy. Okay. Anything else we want to add? Because we've been on for a minute now. I appreciate all of y'all for being here with us. And I appreciate Tika and Amina. Anything y'all want to add? Because we need to close this out. Unless you want to keep going. It's up to y'all. You know, if you got more to talk about. But let me know. Anything you want to add? Anything I missed? Like, is there any updates that just happened that I don't know about?
Well, Hollywood Unlocked. I just said a source, but anyway, everybody will be able to see it on their page, Instagram page. They just posted a video of how they literally went through Diddy's home and literally ramshacked everything. And Diddy's attorney is maintaining his innocence. He's innocent. He's saying that Diddy is innocent. So y'all go to that page and check it out. They have a whole walkthrough of how like drawers were pulled out, chairs, tables, shoes, everything thrown all over the place. And that's what happened when the law come through your crib. They're not there to leave it neat. They're there to turn every corner that they can to find what it is that they're looking for. And clearly they went into an area, someone told them what area to go into, but yeah, it's all there. So I'm just here for it all. Unfortunately, to see how it all plays out. I wish no ill on any human being. However, again, karma is a motherfucker, and if you do wrong to people, it's gonna come back to you at sometime in your life. So, that's all I got for that.
Wow. Okay. Taking to Sean. Amina's seen it. What are your thoughts, your final thoughts on this right here, man? It's crazy.
Well, right now they said Diddy is making a statement saying the government is trying to set him up.
Ooh, right now. Wow.
Right now. And they're saying a few hours ago that, so I guess they weren't arrested. The Justin and I got to get more into it.
Justin and King, they were detained.
Justin and King, yeah. You saw that already?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
They were just detained. They weren't arrested.
So that's what's just going on. But yeah, it's going to be ongoing.
Right. So listen, stay tuned, family. Stay tuned. I appreciate everybody for coming through today. Definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely subscribe to Amina. Seen it, you know what I'm saying? She's on the rise. She's doing the thing. She's working hard. I did see that video earlier today. And yeah, we're going to talk about, you switching sides. You know what I'm saying? It was good, though. It was really good. It was really good, though. I like the video. And definitely make sure you subscribe to Tika Deshawn, All Things Ruthless, and also, what's the name of the other one?
Tika's Wind Down.
Tika's Wind Down. She got 2 channels popping off. You know what I'm saying? Before we leave out, though, I want to find out what's going to happen next on your channel. I'm going to start with our second time guest, Amina Seen It. What's the next videos or lives or anything that you're doing on the platform?
Right now, I'm just BMFing out. So anything BMF, the episodes and the series and stuff like that.
Right. Tell them about the video you just dropped.
Oh, I just dropped. Well, I wasn't a fan of Lucille because for some reason, every time I thought of Lucille, she just is nagging. So I went over like an in-depth part of Lucille herself. And then as I was going through it, I switched my stance on Lucille. So you have to see it.
Yeah. I could say I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because you had some clips, boy. I was like, oh shoot.
Yeah, I made myself upset, and you could see the emotion. I actually left the raw footage of me switching sides and changing my thoughts.
She sure did. She sure did. She's like, I was triggered myself. I was like, damn, okay. This is good stuff. Tickets to Sean, All Things Ruthless. What's coming up next on the channel?
Listen, on the All Things Ruthless channel, we have the Ruthless Roundtable, where it is your number one source for Ruthless exclusives. And then we'll definitely have that Ruthless recap. But you guys, I just started the series, The Dirty D. It's a series that's on Tubi. A lot of people have heard about it. A lot of people may not have heard about it, but I'm actually enjoying it. And I thought that I would go back and catch everybody up on what's going on at the Dirty D. So make sure you all check out my latest video. I did season 1, episode 1. Episode 2 will probably most likely come out tomorrow. So stay locked in to All Things Ruthless. Jay, thank you so much for having your girl over here talk this little gossip out. It was so fun. Nice to meet you, Amina. This has been everything.
Awesome.
Nice to meet you. You're amazing. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Family, you already know. I appreciate you ladies coming on with your boy. Man, we got a lot more to talk about, but I think all of us should come back again as new things happen with Diddy. And we can talk about the updated stuff that's happening, all right? So what's going on again? Ruthless Roundtable tomorrow right here. I'm going to be hosting, all right? Me, Tika, all right? EJ. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Of course, BMF. Gonna be going in on that, and yeah, I'm looking forward to everything going down. I may do something. I may do a theory video on the Ghost, Powerbook Ghost final chapter. We'll see. But look out for all of that. Again, we thank you all for coming through, hanging out with us, fam, dropping those comments, hit that like button. I can always rely on the VACAY fan to come through. Salute to all of y'all. It's your man VACAY-J, and until next time, salute.